What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. This is the Dynasty Proud podcast coming to you live right now on X and YouTube with another Celtics loss today, 105 to 103 loss to the Utah Jazz. Not a pretty game today by any means. It was pretty hard to watch. Really bad shooting again today from the 3-point line. Not too much to say today, just bad shooting, bad rebounding, and a game that you probably should have won ends up slipping. Another double-digit loss, another double-digit lead lost again in this game. Really not a good second half for the Celtics today. Really hard to be positive or anything about this game. My tone, you can tell, it's just a tough one today.
Yeah, I mean the third quarter they just came out flat. I think they were trailing going into half by two. They had a little momentum, then they trailed in the half. You figure the game was set up. I mean, they didn't have their big man. Kessler didn't play. They held Markinson under his season average. Just can't shoot in the ocean right now. Can't hit the side of a barn. I don't know. It's just sometimes you just gotta stop shooting and just take it to the basket and create for others.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they were trying a lot of picked up dribbles in the paint. Just a lot of players looking for the open guy after going into the paint and stuff like that. But just yeah, they were hitting guys open and stuff like that. Just the shots were just not falling at all. It was miserable 3-point shooting game from this team today. Live by the three, die by the three. They were absolutely murdered by the 3-point shot today. Really not too many positives to take from this game other than maybe the first quarter, getting that 14-point lead, the 14-2 start. But once again, the team isn't able to sustain the lead. Going into that half, they gave up a 38-point quarter in that second half. In the third quarter, really just let Utah right back into the game, and all the momentum going into the fourth. The Celtics tried to, come back in that fourth quarter. JB was carrying the team on the back, just basically give me the ball, get out of my way, and still was not enough. He absolutely got shafted by a missed tripping call in that fourth quarter from the referees. I mean, that was a 4-point swing right there. The team was ready to come back and take a lead, try to put this game away. The ball ends up going in the other way, and Utah goes down the court, gets a shot, and that's pretty much game over from there.
Yeah, how is that not a call? You got three officials on the court. How does it be? How is that not a call?
It
How?
wasn't even close. It was a clear tripping foul, and 99 times out of 100 that's getting called for any other team. For some reason, it's always the Boston Celtics that have to always get it out the mud, and we are never afforded the foul calls that other teams get. This one was obvious. You would think that we would get it, but once again, no chance.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it would be a good shooting night tonight. D. White hit his first three. Peyton hit his first three. I was like, okay, maybe tonight's the night these guys break out of their slump. But they didn't make much after their first ones. I mean, just another bad night for shooting. A lot of open
Yeah,
looks. Just can't make them.
yeah, it was. I mean, we can take a look at the numbers right here. Let me pull them up. Here was the box score for the Celtics today. Jaylen Brown, 36 points, 13 of 28 shooting, 0 for 9 from 3. Peyton Pritchard, 4 from 11 from 3, 7 for 15 overall. Derek White, yeah, he came hot. He came alive in that fourth quarter a little bit. Still 3 for 8 shooting, 3 for 9 overall. Not a good game from him again. The only bright spot off the bench today was Anthony Simons. Chris Boucher came in 7 minutes, got us 5 points. But other than that, I mean, he wasn't really doing anything defensively. He got bullied at one point, and there was a time where he tried to take a flop, and it was just unnecessary. Just play defense, try to get your hands up. I thought that him taking the flop was absolutely ridiculous at the time. Yeah, just it's really not good stuff today.
Yeah, these are the teams that you have to beat, you know. I
Yeah.
mean, you could have came back and beat them, and then you have Washington coming up. I mean, you could have, you know, back-to-back wins and start to, put a stack some wins back together. But you can't lose games like this, especially at home, you know.
Yeah, and coming off of that blowout from the Houston Rockets, it would have been nice to see the team, have some fight. But there was times in this game where it just looked like these guys were letting the pressure of the Utah Jazz run get to them. Some of these guys looked completely lethargic, looked like they didn't even want to be out there at times, just from some body language that I was looking at. No one else took more free throws than JB tonight, 10 for 11 from the free throw line. The next closest person, free throw wise in that regard, was Baylor Shireman today. Oh, sorry, no, Anthony Simons 3 for 3. Baylor Shireman really didn't do much out there again today. Really bad turnover from him when he was attacking the paint. Two of them, him and I believe it was Nemias in the paint together, and he does a behind the back Rondo like esque pass that was completely unnecessary after taking some contact. Uh,
Yeah,
a lot of guys getting lost on defense today. Lack of communication. Man, it was just tough watch, and especially the 3-point shooting today, just absolutely abysmal. Let me actually get back into. I just want to see the 3-point shooting really quick. The Celtics today were from the 3-point line 11 of 51. Absolutely brutal. I
yeah,
mean, it was just a brutal shooting night in general. 37 of 89 overall. Who live by the three, die by the three. Man, 51 shots from the 3-point marker tonight, and they just did not have it going. It kind of baffles me that, I mean, it doesn't really baffle me. We're going to continue to be taking 3-point shots under Joe Mazzulla's system. They were, and they've been doing good. They get into the paint and everything like that. Just nothing was really going. They're shooting more mid ranges this year as well. But when you're still taking more 3-point shots than mid ranges and in the paint shots, going up to the basket, it's yeah, not wasn't good tonight, man. Just
yeah. Just like that free throw stat we just looked at. I mean, that just shows one player's playing hard and the rest are just settling for shots. Nobody's
yeah,
really taking it to the basket.
100%. You're absolutely right. Jaylen Brown, the only one putting his head down, basically trying to carry the team by himself on his back. And he was the team high plus 21, and he was absolutely the best player on the court for the Boston Celtics. And um, I mean, we were battling with Keontae George tonight, man. I mean, they just could not, absolutely not stop Keontae George.
Yeah, that kid's good.
Let him go off for 31 points. And the Celtics did a pretty good job containing Lauri Markkanen tonight.
Yeah,
But in that first half, but he ended up, finishing with 20 points, 7 to 17 shooting. I like the defense that they had played on him pretty much throughout the game, but when you're limiting Lauri to 20 points but giving up 31 to Keontae George, it's we couldn't find that balance on defense, unfortunately. Rebounding a game again was absolutely terrible today. Let me look at those rebounds real quick one more time. Let's see. 55 rebounds today for the Utah Jazz, 15 offensive for them. And then Celtics were held to a measly 36 rebounds today, 10 offensive rebounds. It was just, that's the game right there. And it was absolutely the game that, and it was absolutely what killed them in that final putback attempt by, um,
Yeah,
who was it? That Nurkic.
Nurkic, yeah,
Nurkic gets that board over Neemias, and that was the game right there.
yeah,
Neemias, not that great of a game today.
yeah,
For me personally, he had 8 rebounds overall, but there were just times out there where he was getting embarrassed. He had a rebound right in his hands, just stripped completely from him, which led to a second chance shot for the Utah Jazz. Neemias getting off of his feet again. Just man, it sometimes like he has good game. Sometimes he plays well during the game, and other times he just makes these head scratching plays. And yeah, it was a tough watch
yeah.
today.
He just he can't be pushed underneath the basket. I mean, if he's in position, he's just got to hold his ground somehow and just not be tossed around underneath the basket. He's athletic enough and strong enough to grab those rebounds. There's instances where he'll have a rebound, it'll just roll off his fingertips, or he'll just get pushed around. He just can't allow that to happen. I mean, he's down there. He's got to corral those rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, we have to be honest with ourselves still. I mean, yeah, Neemias Queta is starting for the Celtics this year, but he's second, third string, second or third string center, like realistically. And for him to be our starting center, I don't think we're, going to be trying to get a center at the trade deadline or at any point this season. I think this is what we're going with the rest of the year. It's hard to see the Celtics wanting to make a commitment to winning this year. We had a nice little 3-game run winning streak, but now here we are, back-to-back losses again. And hard to see where this team goes from here. Um, it's really, it's really a toss up this season of what to expect from each game. I mean, we've seen the team play well against higher competition, and then now today they just could not get anything going against, you know, uh, I wouldn't say inferior opponent, but I would say one of the, y- you know,
Less,
more middling teams of the in the NBA.
yeah. Yeah, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but it's all about the rebounds, man. That's all it is. You win the rebound game, you win the game.
Yep.
But they're so size deficient. It's hard for them,
It is. It's really hard for them. There was a shot that who was it that took it? It was Kyle Filipowski in that fourth quarter where he ended up getting Peyton Pritchard on him to guard him, and he just absolutely rose up over Pritchard, and it's like, why wouldn't you take that 3-point shot? You got the smallest defender on the court on you right now. Just shoot right over him, and he nailed the shot. It was one of the shots towards the end of the game that got them back in it, and tough to watch. Tough to watch.
Yeah, they were playing those three big men, the 3 7-foot lineup. I mean, Celtics didn't have a counter to it. They just don't have the
Yeah,
size.
they don't. There was some really questionable lineups out there tonight too from Joe. Just some lineups that were really, really defensive inefficient. I mean these lineups lacked defense at times and really let Utah back into this game. And I don't know. It's like you said, the lack of size um, hurts us. But man, these guys weren't really doing too much out there as far as like communicating with each other on where to be and stuff. Some guys looked pretty lost to me tonight when the Utah Jazz was making runs.
Yeah, they were just piling it on. Like you said, they didn't have a counter to a lot of what Utah was doing with their action. Would I like to see some more Hugo out there? At least he'll give it the effort. He'll be engaged on that end. Joseph's got to settle on 7, 8 guys and just play them. I mean, he wants to play 11 guys. It's not going to work on this team unless you're definitely going for the tank and you want to do good by the team. But
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, I'm just. I'm really lost for words at some of these lineups that get put in, man. It's like you said, yeah, and with playing these 11 man lineups and stuff, he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna shorten the lineup. To be honest, there's no way he's gonna start burning guys this early in the season. He's still. I don't know if he's still trying to figure out what he has and stuff, but there's some players on the team that I'm just definitely out on, especially like Baylor Shireman.
mm,
I don't understand why Joe continues to put him in the lineup. Um, don't like the defense. The shooting has been pretty bad too. Questionable decisions from him. And also Chris Boucher, like I said, he played a little bit today. He got in a couple minutes, little energy spark, but overall was not really great minutes from him, to be honest. Um,
yeah, they got to find. Yeah, they got to find some sort of combination to play. You would have figured by all summer, all these guys, into camp and stuff, Joe would have a better idea who plays well with each other. It's just not working right now. I mean, you have your starters, but then you have Derek and Peyton aren't shooting well, so that's sort of counteractive. I'm not sure what the answer is at this point.
Man, yeah, just Derek White, yeah, 3 for 8, 3-point shooting, continuing to struggle. Same with Peyton Pritchard, 4 for 11, 0 for 9 from Jaylen Brown from three. Just man, really, really bad. Um, Derek White had 6 assists, Jaylen Brown with 4, Peyton Pritchard with 3. They were trying to pass it and stuff, but no one was making shots. So I mean, the potential assists for this game were probably crazy. But
Yeah, yeah, a lot of those shots were wide open too. Corner threes, the easiest three
hmm
pointer to make is just from the corner. They just weren't
hmm
hitting them.
Sam Hauser today was terrible, 1 for 8 from three. Anthony Simons 2 for 8. He was 5 of 13. Just horrible shooting night, horrible rebounding, and not good enough defense. Was the game. I took a bunch of notes this game. I thought I was going to use them, but man, it's just really hard to talk about this.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially watching the team blow another double digit lead. I mean, how many times are we going to say this now with going back to last year? This team just loves to get up and then loves to give up the lead.
yeah, it's always that third quarter right after halftime. Other teams just put that run on them, and they just don't respond. Um, I think for the Celtics, it would be nice if they can eliminate the halftime and just keep playing, but can't do that. Not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the answer is.
Yeah, man. It's just
It's like a simple game when you break it down. Who the harder team typically will win, but if you're not rebounding, if you're not, getting to the free throw line, you're not playing hard, you're gonna lose. I mean, yeah,
and I wish, man, I don't know why our team doesn't want to try and be aggressive and get to the hoop like Jaylen. I mean, try to go and draw that foul. We used to see that a lot from Derek White, and I
mhm.
don't know what's going on with him, man. He just feels completely out of his game. to
Yeah.
start this year. It's been it's just not the Derek White that we're accustomed to seeing.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, go ahead.
oh yeah, just settling for the 3-point shot. I mean, that's all he's really taking. His all of his shots were from the 3-point line again this game, except for one. He got to the line one time for one free throw, and
Mhm.
yeah, just
Yeah.
I don't
What
know what's going on with him, man. It's yeah, we've seen slumps from Derek and everything like that, but this feels different.
Yeah.
And I've been saying it since the beginning of the year. The shots have not looked close. I don't know if something's happened with his shooting form. What I don't know if it feels like it's got to be mental now. I had said a couple games ago, maybe 3 or 4 games ago, that I don't think it's mental. I just think it's slump, but it's got to be affecting him now. He had his
Yeah.
dad there tonight. His dad is his good luck charm. Comes to see him and support his son at the games, and even with his dad in the crowd today, he still couldn't really muster up any shot making.
Yeah, to big to big big to big to piggyback a little bit on what you said.
Hmm.
What happened to the shot fake? Nobody uses a pump fake. You get in the lane, you throw a little pump fake, you draw a foul. If you know you're not shooting well, just get in there and just throw some fakes in there. Guys will typically go for it and get yourself some easy points off the free throw line. You know.
Yeah, and yeah, going off of that too. These guys they're dribbling into the lane, getting into the paint and stuff like that, but dribbling right out of it. Uh, not like you said, not going up for that, shot fake or anything. Um, I don't know, man. I just don't know what's going on. And then there's guys that are getting down to the paint, picking up the dribble, and then looking for the outlet pass. We saw that a couple times today where the guys were doing that and then they're throwing it away. There was a really bad throwaway by Derek White when he got down into the paint, looking for Sam Hauser out on the wing and out in the in the corner, and just threw it in a completely different area. I mean, they were saying on the broadcast that Hauser had to get down and everything, but yeah, these guys, I see them picking up the dribble and then instead of like going up for the shot fake or anything like that, picking it right up and going for the pass. But I mean, it works when the shots go in, but um, yeah, they were not today. Not even anywhere close to going in. Oh man,
Do
brutal,
you
brutal.
think that we're over dribbling? I think we're just
I
pounding
do.
much.
Yeah, no, I do. I definitely think that we're over dribbling and really getting um into our plays late in the shot clock. Um, Dribbling and then the plays just end up being isos, and
Yeah,
the offensive cohesion feels really off without Tatum and all the other pieces that we've lost in the offseason.
yeah. Between Peyton and Simons, I think we're just pounding it too much. There's no flow to what we're doing. At our best, we're just swinging it from side to side. Everyone's touching it, top potato. But yeah, when we're pounding it on the floor this much, it's not the way we want to play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. Like we don't have the personnel to play the way that we used to play when we
Yeah,
had all these superstars, potential all stars on our team, potential all stars, and
yeah,
oh man, we're not really getting anything from the bigs either. Luca Garza today, nothing. Xavier Tillman, nothing.
mm,
Um,
yeah,
they've had some bright spots this season, but man, with going against a team that you should be playing well against, and standing out and making yourself known and stuff, a lot of guys shrunk, and it's just not a good feeling this game. Not a good feeling. Uh, let me
Yeah,
let
it
me
was
let me pull up
not a
my.
pretty game.
Go ahead. Let me pull up my notes right now. See if there's
Yeah,
anything positive to talk about that I had written down. Yeah, just the 14-2 start in the first quarter. Um, Kata did okay and did pretty good in the first with getting boards. That was helping contribute to the 14-2 start. But quarter two, I pretty much put that down as starting to miss shots. We were playing good defense against Laurie. Simons had heated up for a little bit right there. He had some back-to-back pull-up threes, really helped us, try to get our lead back that we were letting slip away right there. Minot had a nice little putback dunk today, but he got into foul trouble early this game.
yeah,
He could never really get anything going. I mean, that first half, there was just a lid on the bucket for both teams. But the lid started to open up for Utah a little bit more than it did for us this game.
mhm,
Pritchard had a great first half. He finished with 15 points in the first half and only finished with 18 points, 3 points in the second half. Just
yeah,
not good. A good second half from Peyton Pritchard. Not a good second half, pretty much from anybody besides Jaylen Brown today. Um, yeah, in that first half, we were shooting 39% from the field, and we were 25% from three. We had gone 18 of 46 overall. Yeah, and we finished 21% from the three at the end of the game. I mean, just abysmal shooting.
yeah,
And JB, I mean, JB was keeping us in it in the first half, but he was still only 4 of 13 from three. I mean, 4 of 13 from the field, 0 of 6 from three. And yeah, we ended that quarter 46-36. We held Utah to 36 points in the first half.
yeah,
36 points. They ended up with 105.
yeah.
Oh,
Bad
terrible.
enough. Yeah,
That third quarter, we gave up 38 points, man.
yeah,
Terrible. It wasn't a 44. It wasn't a 40-point fourth. Excuse me. It wasn't a 40-point quarter this time, but 38 is still terrible. Oh my
yeah. It's
gosh.
bad. Yeah, it's bad. They just come out at halftime flat. A lot of these games, it's been a trend the past couple of years. For some reason, the third quarters, they come out flat. No energy, no effort. Fourth, they pick it up, but then it becomes too late. You start
Yeah.
chasing and you run out of time.
Hmm.
Joe, I don't know. Maybe I'm not sure what the answer is, but it's definitely a mental block for these guys.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. It's something. They got to see a sports psychologist or something. Because yeah, you're right. It's this team every third quarter. It's insane. What else? Mm, yeah, and we ended up getting out of that third quarter. I believe we were down two going into the fourth quarter. Utah ended up going up by, I believe it was 8 or 10 points in the fourth. And once again, we needed JB to come back into the game, get it down, cut to five,
Yeah,
and get the game cut down back to five. Then this is when Boucher came into the game, and he came in and he took that contact, flopped. I don't know why he did that. I guess he was trying to draw the call, but definitely didn't need that at that point. Just play some defense. And then it was he came back down the floor, took a 3-pointer, missed it. Felt like it was putting us. It felt that at that point, it felt like it put us out the game with what he gave us. But then Jaylen, yeah, continued to be relentless, put the team on his back. There was a clutch D White three to, I think that put us up. But yeah, unraveled after the missed call from the referees. Definitely
yeah,
going to see that on the 2-minute report as a missed call. I would be shocked if it's not on there tomorrow.
yeah.
and then the rebound beat us. That was it.
Yeah, maybe at some point they'll adopt the NFL style and just have like a challenge any foul contact type of play. It's unfortunate these officials just either swallow the whistle or just don't want to make that call. It's not good.
Uh, it's not even like a call that you swallow your whistle for. I mean, it's blatant. It's so obvious. It's one of like the most obvious calls that I saw out there all night, and it wasn't called. Brutal. Yeah, swung the game. Yeah, I really have
Yeah,
nothing. I really have nothing else to say about this game, my man. This was just a brutal one to lose. Just
yeah. Just one more piece on that missed
yeah,
call. I would have liked to see Joe get a tee and get tossed, just to show that he's supporting his guys. Joe does support his team, but it would have been nice to see at that moment because you could see where Jaylen was getting a little frustrated and he was getting upset. It would have been nice, just to get that tee and just show the team that hey, I got your back, and I'll get tossed rather than have somebody else get tossed. But I mean,
if we were winning, yeah, but Joe wasn't going to do that in that situation, and Jaylen had already been giving the ref an earful. I mean, it wasn't bad officiating tonight until literally that missed call. I thought it
yeah,
was pretty even. I thought it wasn't as lopsided as the past two games the Celtics have played. The Celtics were able to draw fouls, get to the line, but it was mainly JB. He was the only one really being aggressive and trying to have the refs make a call, and um, they didn't make the one that they needed to.
yeah, it is. Yeah, that was a big non-call right there. Yeah, I mean, we suit up against Washington last game of the homestand, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's
Wednesday.
the last one. Yep.
Yeah, hopefully we pull that win. I like to see us win that game before we head up out to the road. Um, yeah, it's just build a little momentum and try to get a little more confidence. I thought we were okay with the 3 wins in a row, but gotta build it back up a little bit and you know
Yeah.
try
Yeah.
to.
The Washington Wizards are 1-6. I mean, I'm not even gonna call this a win. Um, it unless the Celtics are. I mean, I feel like the Celtics will shoot better than what they did today. I can't see this poor shooting carrying over into the next game, but you never know. I mean, the way D White and Peyton Pritchard have been shooting, it could very well carry into this game, and Washington can make this a game. Um, Obviously,
Yeah,
they saw what Utah did tonight. I mean, everyone has seen what the Celtics do. They build leads early and give them up. I don't think there's any team that's going to come into TD Garden and say, and when the Celtics go up by 10, 12, 14, 15 points, I don't think there's any team out there right now that's saying, oh man, no, we lost this. The Celtics are going to run away with this. Absolutely not. No, I don't think any team is going to be scared of the Celtics going up 10, 12 points because they've seen it time and time again that they can get back into the game and take the Celtics out of it, get in their head, and out rebound them. Uh, that's literally all they have to do. A team has to do to win a game. If the Celtics are up by 12, 14 points, it doesn't matter. Just keep rebounding, keep going out there, and eventually your shots will fall. If you out rebound the Celtics and get second chance opportunities off the offensive rebound, the Celtics can't recover sometimes, and uh, it's anyone's game. Anyone's game. I'm not gonna say that the Celtics are gonna completely destroy Washington, play better than them, because we haven't really seen good basketball besides that little 3-game stretch we had where we were winning.
Yeah.
And those were not blowout wins. I mean, we only beat Philadelphia by 1,
Mhm.
Cleveland by 20, but we also had that was a game where Mitchell wasn't his best. He was pretty much a game time decision, and he didn't really look that healthy. Played New Orleans 122 to 90. Um, and New Orleans they also didn't have Zion, so not really familiar with the personnel over there on the Washington Wizards, but they had, let's see.
Oh, they had that big man, right? They drafted number one or number two a couple years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like oh, they got Chris Middleton on the team too. I had forgotten about that. But he's out with an injury. Um, yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Um, like I said, maybe hopefully we can reset, get a win, but I'm honestly not going to expect a win or a loss, to be honest with you. Just going to take it, watch it, analyze it, and see where we go.
Yeah, just all I want from them is just to come out with energy, effort, and all 48 minutes, not just a half. If they do that, I mean, whatever happens, happens. But you just can't cheat yourself. You can't take advantage of the team. I mean, the fans, they're paying good money, to watch these games. Just put the effort out there. And
Uh,
sometimes it seems like they lack the effort the whole
yeah,
game. So,
at times, yeah, and then when the pressure's on the line and you need to start getting back into the game, we've seen Jaylen just take over the team, put the team on his back, and try to carry us to a win. He can't do that forever. Like we need these other guys to step up. Pritchard has to step up. D. White has to step up. Um, I don't know. I don't know if they do though. From what
yeah,
we've seen so far to start the season, it doesn't feel like it's going to happen soon. Um,
yeah, uh, yeah. Just
Do
see
do
what
you
happens.
do you where do you see this team's like record at the end of the season?
I think what they said the over under was what, like 42 or something. I'm not even
Yeah, I
sure.
think that's what it was.
Yeah, about 500. Yeah, maybe like 40, 41 wins.
That'd be
Um,
so terrible for this team. I mean,
yeah,
it'd be so terrible if we just ended up middle of the pack like that.
yeah, yeah. We've been spoiled for so long, especially with the two Jays, and making the playoffs, conference finals, and this is tough to watch right now.
Yeah,
Hopefully, yeah,
and
hopefully it's just a
and
reset.
yeah, and I mean we haven't even had to deal with any injuries or anything yet. I mean, it's a long season. Injuries are going to happen at some point in this game, at some point in this season. And when that does, I mean, it'll really be hard for the Celtics to win. I don't know if we get like I'm gonna have to say maybe like 5 6 games under that. I'm probably at like 34 35 wins on the season right now.
Yeah,
How I'm feeling.
yeah,
I want to actually look at the rest of our schedule right now. Actually, going throughout the year, because let's see. Let's see. We just finished playing. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the Wizards schedule. All right, so we got Washington, Orlando,
ooh,
Philly, Memphis, Clippers, Brooklyn, Orlando, Detroit, Minnesota, Cleveland, New York, Washington, Los Angeles, Toronto, Miami, Toronto, Indiana. I mean, a lot
yeah,
of these are going to be battles, my man. Oh my gosh.
yeah. The only team I picked up on was probably Brooklyn because they haven't won yet. But then again, I'm not sure you take any team for granted at this point. But um, yeah,
They
Yeah,
are going to be battling this year. Oh my gosh. This is, yeah.
yeah.
I see a lot of losses in this season, man. Oh my goodness.
It it'll maybe there's a silver lining. Maybe JB when Jayson comes back, whether it's this year or next year, maybe he finds that new level to his game. Maybe it makes Joe evolve as a coach. Maybe there's a silver lining to all this. I'm trying to
Man,
find it, but
I know what you're saying, bro, but I
yeah,
mean, Joe does not really stray too far from what he does, and I don't really see his coaching philosophy changing this season. We've seen a little bit more mid ranges this season for sure. But Joe wants to play the numbers game. You know, you make more 3-pointers than the other team. That's more than a 2-pointer, right? So he's clearly showing it. We're still taking 51 shots a game
yeah,
from the 3-point line. I don't think it's going to change, and we are we are still a live by the three, die by the three team, and I see a lot of games losing from the 3-point and rebounding game this year. We
yeah.
just do not have the size.
No,
It feels like almost every team that we're going to play the rest of the year is going to be bigger.
yeah, yeah,
Whoo, man! I was optimistic for this season, but when we're losing like this to Utah, and they're not that great of a team, but they're still kicking our ass on the rebounds. Like
yeah,
when we play a good team that has rebounders, that it's gonna be. I see a lot more massacres in our future.
yeah. Yeah, we don't have the size to match up with a lot of these teams.
No,
You
definitely
know,
not.
we're deficient on that. And yeah, like you were saying earlier, CJ, I don't think we're gonna make any major moves or big moves trade deadline. I think we're gonna stay pat, and and then hopefully, if no, I didn't think I'd ever say this, but if we do get a high pick, maybe we can land a young kid. But then he's gonna have to develop, and I don't know.
Yep, it's an interesting first season for new owner Bill Chisholm for sure. The fan base, I don't think they're going to be. I mean, we weren't predicting Tatum to, get hurt last year. We knew the sale was going to happen with Bill and everything like that, but coming into the season saying, yeah, we still want to win and stuff like that. I mean, you have to say that, but realistically, I think we knew with cutting the salary, getting rid of the players to get under that second apron, that this was just going to be a tough season. We're feeling that now. Losing to the Utah Jazz, and the Celtics are 3-5, 1-3 at home so far to start the year. Other than that, my man, not too much more to say about this game. And yeah, you can give us a follow. We're usually a little bit more upbeat when the Celtics win and everything like that. You can find me at Parquet Poppy on X. You can follow my man Adrian here at NBA Swing Pass on X. We talk hoops. If you guys wanna come and follow us, um, by all means, man, come hang out with us on the streams as well, brother. I got nothing else to say, my man. I am spent from this game. Just brutal loss right here.
Yeah, it's definitely tough to watch. Yeah, we'll do it again Wednesday.
Yep.
Hopefully, we turn it around and get a good win.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, my man. All right, yeah. So I'll be here after the game. Tune in for the post game reaction. And other than that, yeah, follow us over here at Dynasty Proud 18 for the X page, and follow Boston Sports Entertainment Network at BSEN_617. And we'll see you at the end of the Washington Wizards game. Take care, everyone.
Later.
ends tonight here. It's over. Time to say it again, Boston. Anything's possible. Banner number 18 has been secured. The Celtics are NBA champions.